Now you might be sitting there saying, "Oh my God, Legum, what is it that you're smoking? What kind of drugs are you taking? I mean, it's so obvious. People are just their brains." Well, there's another problem associated with the mind-body problem, which brings out some of the problems with the particular answer, right? The answer we've given is, what am I? I'm just my brain. That's what makes me me. That's what makes you you. But think about it for a second. You have the 1-year-old baby or child. You then have 20 years later, the 21-year-old. And then 30 plus years later, you get the 56-year-old man. Now, are the 1-year-old baby, the 21-year-old man in the picture, and the 50-year-old man the same person? What are you saying? Wait a second, are they pictures of the same guy? Yes, they're all pictures of me. Maybe not very good pictures. Maybe I'm not very photogenic and not much to look at, but nonetheless, they're pictures of me. But think about it. There isn't a single physical characteristic. There isn't a single part that's shared by that being in all those three things. And certainly the brain. Every molecule, every atom in the brain has changed from one to the next. That is, look, the 1-year-old and the 21-year-old have hair on top of the head. The 56-year-old is bald. The 1-year-old knows a lot less than the 21-year-old, who knows less than the 56-year-old. And as I said, no components, no cells, no molecules, no part. Making up the body, making up that brain is the same over the 55-year-old span. So, is it the brain that's me? That's what makes me me? Or is after every single change, every single physical change, if I'm just this physical object, don't I change? And maybe it's just not a minor change, but when all the components are changed, is that no longer me? How many molecules need to change before it's not the same thing? Imagine you have a car. You have a 1940 car, and you bought it in 1940. You're imagining you were alive for a while longer than you are. And over time, things break. The tires, you get a flat tire, you have to replace the tire. You get another flat tire, you have to replace the other tire. Still same car? Yeah. I have to replace wheel. Part of the body rots out. Imagine between 1940 and now, you've replaced every single part in the car. Is that the same car? Now maybe you can't tell me when it changes and it's no longer the same, but certainly if there isn't a single part there, most people would say it's just not the same car. And if you think about it, similarly, if your brain has changed, if your physical body is changed, what is the person? What is your relationship to that physical object? What is your personal identity? What makes you you?